sometime in this business, you have to be able to wrestle and entertain at the same time. A lot of guys are good wrestlers, but they're not entertainers. That's why they have managers. They can't talk. So I think if Nakamura maybe had a little bit more of a mouthpiece or somebody with him, some representation, that might be other than where he could carry that title. But other than that, I thought it was a great match. Nakamura worked his butt off, man. He's a great guy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine, right here by Sportskeeda on YouTube at WrestleBinge. You can find us every single week right here. Just kind of keep an eye out. You'll see us there. And if you want a heads up of every time we pop up on Sportskeeda, well, just subscribe right down below. It'll give you notifications every single time we do. Guys, we want to welcome you to the WrestleBinge, yes, sir. Yeah. I am Mac Davis. That is WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long and legendary pro wrestling journalist Mr. Bill Apter. Hey, guys.
I know you have to do the opposite of the camera.
It's confusing.
There's Mac and Teddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes if we're lucky. How you guys doing? You have a fun week since the last time we talked?
Yeah, I did. I think every day I'm just glad to be alive, my man. So, I've had a good week. Celebrate my wife and our anniversary was Monday, I think it was. So had to go out and see her and celebrate our anniversary. And other than that, man, just taking it easy.
And that was the first anniversary you had to spend without her, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even know that, Teddy. So, I'm sorry. I would have said something. I'm apologizing.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. Don't feel bad, brother, because I forgot myself. My daughter called me to remind me. She said, do you know what it is? I said, no, what are you talking about? It's your anniversary. I said, well, Jasmine, I said, listen, me and your mother was married over 30-some years. I done forgot all about anniversaries, birthdays, all that. I don't celebrate none of that. Okay? Well, if I wake up and see it, that's all I need. I'm happy.
10 toes up and you're good to go.
Exactly. Like I said, it's better to be seen than viewed.
That's right. That's damn true.
By the way, Teddy, if you don't celebrate birthdays, just a reminder, mine's October 22nd. If you want to celebrate one this year.
No, I'm just going to tell you happy birthday now.
That's what he's doing. Not even a thing of Tic Tacs for me?
No, just happy birthday, player.
If it wasn't for the fact that I had a wife, I would forget everybody's birthdays, any anniversaries, including my own. And I got married at a time of the year that makes it really simple to remember when my anniversary is. And I did that on purpose when I got married because I knew that would keep me out of trouble for forgetting. Well, I thought. Guys, let's talk real quick about Fastlane. And I bring this up because the pay-per-view was just recently on. And Bill, I sent you a text during Fastlane because I was watching it after like 2 matches. I was like, something's just not right. And I sent you a text and I said, there's something wrong with this pay-per-view. And it was timing. Strangely, it seemed like match after match, individual after individual, the timing was off. I don't know if it was just a bad night for everybody at the office, but I felt this Fastlane pay-per-view or premium live event was pretty flat.
So you felt it was more like middle lane?
Yeah, that's slow lane, whatever you want to call it. It was not their typical product. In fact, this entire time, it's been 3 days now since that pay-per-view, I really haven't heard a lot of people talking about the matches and how great it was. And there was a reason for that. It seemed just like another Monday Night Raw, a SmackDown. It didn't feel special, I guess. And with the timing and the audience also, I do want to bring this up. This may not be the audience, but it sounded like the audience was kind of dead a lot during the show.
I want to talk to you about that because I had texted back to you that the audience sound like usually the WWE pay-per-views are mic'd so you can hear the entire audience. And I saw the audience reacting a lot, but I couldn't hear them. Yeah. It was they were in the background. The broadcasters seemed louder than the audience, where usually like on a Monday Night Raw or most of the pay-per-views, there seems to be a good mix between the broadcasters and the audience, but I couldn't hear the audience much this time.
Teddy,
Yeah, well, the little bit that I did watch on it, I'm kind of got to agree with Matt. You know, it was kind of flat. I've seen some Monday Night Raw shows that were
Yeah.
that were better than that last pay-per-view. But you know, I mean, who knows? You know, some nights are bad. What happens really is the first match will set the tone for the rest of the night. So if that first match was not there, then there you go.
The first match, you know, it wasn't that the stories weren't there. I don't think that was it. It just felt, it felt like everybody was a half step behind the other. It was just odd. I don't really know how to explain it. It got so bad though. Like I said, I had to text Bill and go, Bill, am I the only one that feels something's wrong here? And it was just unusual, especially after watching the great pay-per-views or premium live events that we saw just a week ago from both companies. This was really odd to see it just so flat.
Well, with all this stuff, you know, with all this stuff going on with the changing of the guards, you know, they might have had one of those come to Jesus meetings before that pay-per-view. And so that's what you might have seen.
No, I felt in some of the matches, and Mac and I had discussed this on text too, like the girls match was really good, but it seemed to be there was a beat missing at times during the match.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I had that marked down, too, as one of the matches I wanted to bring up while we were just talking about this. I felt like Charlotte Flair was just kind of a third wheel in this match, almost as if I would rather have seen Asuka and Io Sky go one-on-one than having had Charlotte in there. I'm just not sure why she was there in the first place. This is just me.
I did not feel that.
I you know, and I know Ric Flair will probably hate me for saying that, but it's just how I felt about that match. It's not on anything on Charlotte. I just think her placement of that match was kind of odd. That's all. And the other thing, Teddy, I was waiting all night long. I was waiting for that main event. Shinsuke Nakamura becoming the new champion. Damn it. It didn't happen.
What a match, though. One of the wildest last man standing. It did exceed the hype. I thought Shinsuke Nakamura was going to win the belt, but he still, you know, the night, 2 nights afterwards on Monday Night Raw, he comes out and attacks Ricochet after Ricochet attacked him. So he's still well alive, and I think that he's still in the world title picture.
Well, I think there's some plans for him. He's a great guy. I love him to death, man. You know, but I'm just saying, you know, when you look at the business side, you know, nothing against him. He's a great worker. You know, when you put that title on somebody, they have to be able to carry it. And the Nakamura, like I said, great wrestler, phenomenal athlete, you know, but, you know, sometime in this business, you have to be able to wrestle and entertain at the same time. A lot of guys are good wrestlers, but they're not entertainers. That's why they have managers. They can't talk. So I think if Nakamura maybe had a little bit more of a mouthpiece or somebody with him, some representation, that might be other than where he could carry that title. But other than that, I thought it was a great match. Nakamura worked his butt off, man. He's a great guy.
That could be you as the manager, but the only reason that I wouldn't suggest you or anyone else managing.
I don't want it.
No, I'm going to tell you why I don't want him to have a manager.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, I am going to break your back very slowly. His interviews are wonderful.
I would continue to have him to talk. What the manager's role would be is to give him a little bit of guidance. You know what I mean? Come in and say, hey, Nakamura, here's what you need to do to beat Seth Rollins. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
I sent, actually, I told you today, I think, Teddy, we were on the phone, or it was on the phone, and I was telling you, I said, what I really wish had happened in that match, the way I wanted to see it play out, I was hoping that Nakamura was going to attack Seth's back so bad that the fans became really concerned for Seth. They started to feel that sympathy for Seth. And every time he tried to get up, Nakamura would just knock him back down to the point where the fans knew this match was over many times ago. But here he is just putting that torture on Seth and then winning the belt, setting up Seth, being gone for a brief time, coming back and taking that belt back from Nakamura. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. I kept thinking there was one more in there.
I was waiting to see Damian Priest come in.
And he tried, but Mommy said no.
Well,
Mommy told him no.
I think, you know, if they were going to go that route, then I would have used Damian Priest first to set it up. You know what I mean? He comes down, sets it up, and then Nakamura goes to work on the back.
And I think that we're going to probably see, in my view, I think we're going to see a little change, maybe going from a heel to a face. Who am I talking about now? Damn it, Damian Priest. Damian Priest. No. Damian Priest is who I'm talking about. And Damian, I think we're going to see a little bit of a change in him, which I'm still thinking. I want to see Damian Priest face Roman Reigns in the ring face to face. They look like brothers. My God, they could be a great tag team if they were together. That's just my opinion.